Hey, TTG, friends and fam. I wanted to go over some of these cannabis stocks because a lot of these have one of the strongest moves in the market showing up on the daily chart, and that is the Golden Cross. What is a Golden Cross? The Golden Cross is the cross of the 50-day over the 200-day. That cross is a really strong move, crosses moving averages, which is supposed to push the stock up, but it needs the kicker of volume to go along with it. So if we see a golden cross, we're looking for the 50-day to keep on pushing the stock up after. So there's a lot of these on a lot of these cannabis stocks. So I wanted to go over a couple of these daily charts. First of all, PYX. First of all, I want you guys to notice that it had a little bit of a gap down area here. There's no selling in between those two wicks. Was this a pure gap down? So when a stock goes in to a gap down, it has to break to that gap up. So we saw the stock break up into the gap and then fill the gap. And it's been consolidating at this area. Had a really strong day today. Look at all these tops at this area. Come up to this $30. You can see all these tops. So this $30 area, I like to do round numbers. This is right before Citron said they got in. We had a spike above it, couldn't hold it. So we need to first break $28 and make it support and then go after this $30 mark. Stocks like to trade in channels. So then we'll be in between this $30 and $37 channel. Yes, I say that because look, this candle took up that whole entire day. If we get a strong volume day on this, we could honestly see a push up into this gap. Not saying it's going to happen, but it is possible. You can see a little bit of a resistance here at the $35 area as well. But that really could happen for this PYX. That's how strong the golden cross is. We also have a crossover coming on the MACD. We have accumulation, chalk and money flow way above zero here and still trending up. So volume is going to be the key here. Breaking through 28, then breaking through 30. So that's the stair steps, the keys for a breakout, or what we want to see happen. If a golden cross does happen, we do get the kicker volume. Be looking for a push up to 30 and then 35. PYX. ACB. Daily chart also has a golden cross. Was actually going. Okay. Resistance here is at this $8 area. It can't seem to break and hold it. And then after that, it would be $8.50. $9, and then so on up to 10. I want you guys to look back. You can see it made this move up here, came down, consolidated. Now it made a move up here. So do we test these highs again? I think if the market stays strong, we do. Once again, we have a golden cross, but we need the volume to activate it. XON is another stock that I've been watching, and it's been slowly putting in higher lows here. But it needs to break and hold this 530 area. It's been stuck under 5, so we finally broke above that. Now we need to break 530 and then break above the trade line here at 550. After that, like I talked about, the gap, okay, we need to break up into that gap area around 713, 715, test the 50-day, and then try to break up into this gap. They got a price target of 650, so I'm looking to see if the stock will get up into this gap area. Accumulation going up here almost to the 0 line. We're starting to get a little bit of a curl on the bottom line here. We'd love to see a crossover. That's XON. Another interesting chart that I saw was Cron. All right, Cron's looking a little bit toppy here. So we have this nice candle, we have this pullback. If it doesn't hold this area, let me put in some support lines here. You can see we had this crazy move up here on this day. Kind of a shooting star action and then a little bit of a pullback. See the curling up 50-day. But you can see the stock's at all-time highs. So if we don't get some good news in here, you know, I can see this maybe falling back down here to the $20 area, and maybe you know the 50-day catches up here. On a way back up, it needs to hold 22. And then break through 24, and then have some really volume to break up through this 25. But volume's going to be the key here. We're seeing accumulation come in today, but we're still looking for the MACD cross, and we need some really strong volume to come in here. This volume's not going to cut it. CGC, you can see it had the golden cross right here, but it has not had the volume as the kicker yet. We do have the 50-day curling up, which is pushing the stock up. You can see that we've been putting in higher lows. So we really need to see this get above the trade line at 46.04. Break up to 47. You can see right here 48. Has some trouble there, get back up here above 48, and then go back after, you know, these highs at 52. Accumulation going back up, looks like we're about to get the curl, but we need this volume to activate this golden cross to see it push to all-time highs. If we don't get this volume, and the volume stays weak, then we might pull back to test this 50-day and bounce off of it. Volume is going to be the key here in the next couple of days for these stocks. All right, that's my breakdown on the cannabis sector for today. Let's see what happens later on in the week. Thank you, and have a good night.